This one took a bit longer than it should have done. I'm trying to make one of these. It's an interface between a smoke head and a doorbell, just so I can tell when the house is on fire. Kind of figured the best thing to do would just be puppet the thing by finding a contact closure on its switch, and that was pretty easy. So I tagged on a couple of lines to take it out to a relay, which I can hopefully fire from the smoke head. My first plan was to use these little cheap module things that take in 3 to 30 volts and put it out on the other side when they get triggered by either the mic or the photoresistor, which I thought would actually be triggered from the smoke head. But through the testing I did on these things, at 12 volts, it took 12 volts in and gave hee-haw volts out. The dog just mocked me, so I put him in the bin, started drinking and put on a hat. I did want to originally just take this relay off the board and run it from a voltage I could find on the smoke head, but it does have this digital interface, so while I'm at it I thought I'll just test it with a microphone module and a light module I've got kicking around, but neither of those worked. It's just not latching. It's showing data but not latching. Obviously needs some kind of microcomputer to hold it high. Oh well, never mind, that's no good. But what's this? I can tie down the voltage to the input on there. Will that do it? Yes. So, alright, if I get 3 volts out of this, I might be able to tie them together. This first point I'm looking at on the speaker only gave 1 volt. This part, 2 volts when it's activated. And tagging on to the LED line, it gives me 3 volts, so that might work. But we know it doesn't. The relay itself needs 3.3 volts to trigger, so I thought I'd just try my luck with a couple of step-up circuits. But they just step down. It's too inefficient, can't do it this way. I'll just spend some time doing a little build montage. We'll have a think about that. That's enough time. I did get it working using wires, but this is tying down the ground from both devices and the power, and I really don't want to risk draining the battery on the smoke head. So this does work, but I'm not happy about it. I did think at one point I could switch a higher voltage using a transistor, but playing about with this stuff I decided, nah, I need to have electrical isolation, and then just rip the photoresistor out of the wee module thing and just use it directly as a switch to control the relay input. Yes, I can activate the relay from the smoke head, yay, which now means I can activate the doorbell from the relay, yay. Okay, right, we know that works. I can stick it in a box now. Just make things look nice. I thought about putting some kind of battery backup using vape pen batteries in here, but if we lose power, I have to assume it will lost internet signal as well, and therefore the doorbell won't actually work. So, yeah, pied that idea. I'm going to use a USB cable to power our thing. This wee circuit is just going to take the USB 5 volts down to 3 volts for the relay to work, and also power the all-important green LED which goes on the front. The rest of the 5 volts will make its way to the back of the doorbell to make sure it's maintained. Stick this thing together, nearly done. Mains to USB power and test. So the smoke head rings the bell rings my phone, happy days. Right, okay, I can test these on site with the linked ones now. Here we are, clicky, 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 yeah, it's all fine. Okay, stop. And I can get them put back in, and that's it working. It's done.